James Mattis this morning discussing the fight against ISIS and the state of the U.S. military. With us here, Chris Neiweem, Iraq War veteran, military policy analyst, and contributor for The Hill. Well, Chris, I think pretty fair to say after we heard from President Trump yesterday as he was in Italy, and then today from Secretary Mattis, there's a new sheriff in town.
Absolutely. I mean, he's a Marine. You know, my grandfather was a Marine, served in Iwo Jima. There's that mindset. He's very aggressive, and I think that from a leader, a military commander, that's the kind of leadership we need at this time in our history.
It is striking when you are here at Arlington, of course, as you walk through Section 60, which is just over my right shoulder, where so many from the War on Terror are buried, some of those who you served with. There is a price for keeping people up at night. What is the balance, you think, for this administration?
I think this administration needs to make sure they have good strategies and they put those key commanders in there that can make good recommendations. And for those of us that work in the defense community, we have a saying that every day is Memorial Day, every day is Veterans Day, so we need to make sure we're taking care of their needs and having good strategies before we go into foreign engagements.
We've certainly seen an enormous change in rhetoric in the past 120 days or so since President Trump was inaugurated. We have seen a change also in the view towards America's military as we look at live pictures of Rolling Thunder. Have we seen a change yet? Are veterans feeling that difference? Are the troops feeling the difference yet? Or are the good deeds still to come?
I think that the confidence is there. I mean, sort of just holding them up, acknowledging their stories, some of the trips and some of the engagements they've had with the military community. I think we feel this administration is strong. All administrations, obviously, it's a very bipartisan issue, but I think there is that thrust of confidence, and we've got a lot of work to do still in the veteran community, but I think we're in a good place right now.
Where is the work still to be done, you think?
So we need to keep calibrating the post-health assessment of the veterans of the Iraq and Afghanistan, where it's just the fact of the matter. I mean, we still have, health issues and issues with the VA we're still working through, but, we do have a very supportive public the more that we engage them on what we're doing, and so there's more work to be done, but I think we're in a good spot right now.
You said, as you said in the military, every day is Memorial Day, if for no other reason than every day you realize there's a couple of buddies who aren't there, folks you went to war with who are no longer with us. You, I'm sure, will walk some of these rows after we're done. What do you say? What do you think about?
I think about families. I mean, the defense and veteran community, there's many organizations out there that do a lot of good work for the families of those that are fallen and things like that, supporting those organizations and making their voices heard from an advocacy perspective. And also for Memorial Day, those of us that serve together, there are those happy moments as well, being able to spend time together, reflect on our service, and so it's an important day for the defense community.
What strikes me from walking along these rows is how at times it's not necessarily all solemn. There's parents coming to be with their children, there's kids coming to be with their fathers, and there is a sense of grief, but as you watch them, there's smiles, there's memories, there's interaction with their family members.
It's a bond. I mean, it's a bond. I mean, military service, being able to connect with those people, you learn a lot, and for many people, it's actually, helped build skills for their life, for employment, for moving on. And so there's that aspect of giving back, but there's that moment to come together, and, it's always a special moment for veterans on Memorial Day and Veterans Day in particular.
Well, for veterans and for those that they have fought to preserve the freedoms of, all of us. Chris, appreciate your service, your insights as well today, and your work on behalf of all these folks, both living and dead, who have served